So all you do is just open the zip file, copy this to the clipboard, this folder, and then whatever level you want to put it in. If you don't have a level in here, load the level, hit F11, save level, then you'll have a folder in here. So just in here, paste it. Material file's done in a way that you don't have to worry about it. It's not looking specifically for anything in any particular place. Having it like this, it just knows if it's like that. These have to be in here with it. I even include the Blender file if you want the Blender file, but that's the DAE you import in the level. So load the level, go to the asset browser and drag it and drop it into your scene. You'll want to adjust it to your preference, whether you want it closer to the ground. It's up to you. I made it so that it blends at the end, makes it easier to blend in with the road that is on the road. Now when you make things like this, it's usually a hassle to get them to blend with the road. With this technique, I call it the Terry Martin technique. It uses blending. Basically, you just have to have two different textures on the speed bump. One for the outside edge to have a feather blend, and the other for the main part that you see. You can't have it all blend, because then it looks, alpha looks funny in front of other alphas. So you want to minimize the amount of alpha blend that's there, so that you don't get this weird fourth dimension clipping looking thing going on. I don't know how to explain it. Other than it looks weird, it looks strange. Alright, we're gonna load our asset browser here. That's right there. Now this is a real speed bump in real life that when I go for my jogs and runs and walks and whatnot, I see it all the time. It is at the Food Depot parking lot. Looks pretty real to me. I made this with Meshroom. I'll probably have to end up going back and fixing this. But do you see these little dots here? You can use this as a guide to let you know how close to put it in the ground. Just put it close enough that them disappear. But you got an option. You can have it go all the way down to here, or God damn it, you can have it go all the way down to there. But this is where I meant it for it to be, so that it blends in with whatever road it's on. Yeah, this is a interesting little speed bump. Like I said, it's a real speed bump. I made it with Meshroom. I just took some pictures with the iPhone and sent them through Meshroom. Took about 20 minutes to make in Meshroom, then about another maybe another 20 minutes to make the LOD management system. So when you get far enough away, it'll disappear, so it doesn't take much resources. It's supposed to disappear. There it went. Yeah, so at some point it's going to be off screen. It won't be rendering. But I didn't want to make it so that it did it too close. Of course, it's easy to just copy it and paste it. Make several of them. You can even scale it if you want to. Maybe you want a bigger speed bump or a taller speed bump. Don't use collision type. Don't use any of this. Leave it on collision mesh. All you gotta do is rebuild collisions. Because it's got a low poly collision mesh. If you use the high poly model for a collision mesh, it's gonna give you terrible performance. The high poly mesh is just to look at. The low poly mesh is what you drive on actually. So